What's going on, all you beautiful people? This is Manufactured Opinion here, bringing you some more Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. And today we're going to be talking about loots. Wonderful, wonderful loots. There is nothing better. But the reason why I wanted to do this as sort of a live commentary fashion, I was going to sort of combine it with the subscriber pawns, but I figure I better keep that separate for the time being. But the reason why I wanted to do this is a lot of people were asking me on my loot manipulation videos and my final boss fight videos, what is the easiest way to farm level 3 cursed items? Now, my initial response has been go fight the final boss and, you know, God's Bane those chests after the final boss, then run back and do it all over again. And, you know, that's perfect. That works perfectly, especially for weapons and armor. But there is a couple of chests along the way that will maximize your efficiency when you're farming. So I just wanted to run through that real quick and then show you some live commentary of me fighting the final boss. And then I'm actually going to purify a bunch of my loot here for you guys. I know everybody loves seeing loot, so gee, oh, I didn't know you could purify it straight from your storage. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff here. It's 6 armor, 5 weapon, 2 gears. So I got a good amount of stuff I'll purify for you here at the end of the video. But I just wanted to run you through what I do when I'm going through the labyrinth all the way to the final boss. What chests I stop at, you know, what I bring to the final boss. And wonderful stuff like that. You've seen the other videos on how you can use your vocation and your pawn's vocation to manipulate. I'm having a tough time saying that word today. To manipulate the loot that you get. So what you do is change to red classes if you want to see what you get for the heavy armor classes. Switch to the yellow classes and see what you get for those classes, and switch to the blue classes to see what you get for mage gear and or vocations. Excuse me. I'll always get those mixed up until the end of time. But essentially what you're going to want to do is take the second shortcut, and then you're just going to run all the way to the final boss. And I'll show you the skills that I have up here in a second, just so just to make this run a little bit easier so you don't use as many stamina curatives. If you have plenty of them, then it's really not that big of a deal, but I like being very lightweight, and I like having as much stamina as possible. Obviously different vocations play into that. Obviously, if you're a mage type class, you won't have as much stamina, depending on the vocation you use before your mage type class. There's a lot of variables that go into it. I didn't want to make the video about that, so oh, we got the knights this time, which isn't a bit. Whoa, they tried to make a phalanx there, go all 300 on my ass. Not gonna happen. So this is the Forgotten Hall where the 2 giant gore cyclops are. And this is where you're going to make your first stop. Or at least, this is where I like to make my first stop. Sometimes your pawns will die. That's just the way it is. There's plenty of rift stones on the way to the final boss, so it's not that big of a deal. But I like to come up here. You will always get a level 3 gear up here. And the level 3 gear is how you get the new skills. So, from the rings. So make sure you're always picking up level 3 gear. Come on, pawns. I don't got all day. Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people asking me about the new skills as well. And like I said, the rings, depending on what ring you get, it will upgrade some of your skills to a new level. Which is pretty damn awesome, if I say so myself. Some of them can give you some great stamina and health gains as well. I just want to show you my skills here for a second, just in case you're curious. Or augments, at least, because that can carry over to any class. Fortitude. Wait, these don't make sense. Alright, I'm going to have to try to remember then. Since the game... Enabled. Yes, please. Alright. Oh, hey, look, I'm missing a bunch of core skills. Anyways, I have Clout, Vehemence for augmenting my strength. athleticism, so I can run through this whole labyrinth faster without stopping to, regen stamina or using stamina curatives. I'm not level 200 yet, so I don't have awesome stamina, and I've also been switching back and forth between Assassin and Mystic Knight, so my stamina gains haven't been great. I haven't been min-maxing my class to the fullest potential. Sanu, just so I can carry more stuff when I'm looting the chests on the way to the final boss, so I can always stay at very lightweight. If you don't know what that augment is, it's the level 5 fighter augment. Adhesion, so I can stay on the boss a lot easier. The only time I get thrown off the boss is if I get hit by a stupid attack that the physics were off, which happens quite frequently. Or the second form of the final boss uses that fire explosion attack. I always get knocked off. But lightning and the earthquakes and the comets, those don't knock me off anymore using this. And opportunism, more damage when I'm clinging on to the boss. I like to do it the hard way. You can kill the final boss, first and second versions, really fast if you use blast arrows, conquerors, periaps, and a ranger class in tenfold fury. You can kill it pretty damn quickly, but I don't like to do things the easy way. I want to use my good old Mystic Knight and smash things in the face with my mace, so that's what I'm going to do. Once in a while, you know how to manage your pawns by now, but once in a while I like to tell my pawns to come just so they don't get caught up in combat. Because going to the Riftstone takes time, and it's all about maximizing efficiency. Even though it's just a video game. You have fun with the more... Oh, I see death. Not stopping. Oh my god, it's death! I could stop and fight him right now, but I don't feel like it. I do not feel like it. But if you saw that chest that I ran by near the Cyclops, I usually try to open up that too as well. I've gotten some level 2 gear out of there, some level 2 novelty items. Just be careful, a man-eater can hop out of any chest, so always be wary of that. And if you don't get what you want from these chests, you can always save before them and use the God's Bane method. I just don't feel like wasting time doing that on a lot of these chests. So that's the reason why I don't. And look at that, I got some more gear. Those are 2 great chests to hit. You're gonna lose some health or you're gonna lose a pawn for the most part. It's very hard to get out of that room when you stay still for that long without losing any pawns, but I got lucky there. 2 master dragons. Alright, this place, there's a couple places you can stop. If you go on the rooftops over there on the right, all the way to the right, there's a stone chest over there that you have a good opportunity to get level 3 weapon out of. I don't go over that way just because it takes me too long to get back. So what I like to do is go this way. In the rooftop, so I don't have to deal with all the stupid enemies below. Especially when there's like 70,000 eliminators all headbutting me in the butt. It gets pretty annoying after a while. I have found some level 3 novelty items up here. Surging Light Tome. Like I said, you can always God's Bane those. Save in God's Bane. If you really want to get all of the items out of there. If you're gonna do it, I suggest you do it on this one. Only because you have a chance of getting level 3 armor out of this one. See, I got a perfect Rift Crystal, which, whatever. If you get a perfect Rift Crystal, you can always save God's Bane, open it back up until you get some level 3 armor. For glory! Hey, buddy. Going on a jog with Mr. Eliminator. Alright, so what I normally like to bring to the fight is a few curatives. God's Bane, obviously, for the chests after. Always have my Elite Lantern with me. you can bring Conqueror's Periaps. I unfortunately was a derp in my New Game Plus playthrough, and just wanted to see what would happen if I made Fornival guilty in that quest line. And that was very bad looking back on it. A very bad decision, because you can buy an infinite amount of Conqueror's Periaps from Fornival in the post game. If he isn't in jail, after he's in jail for a little while, he just decides to disappear. I don't know where he goes. Who knows where Fornival goes? But yeah, I can only go to Madeline, and I can only buy 2 at a time. If somebody knows where else I can buy these, I would be extremely grateful. But yeah, it takes like 7 days for them to respawn, and I'm not sitting in Grand Soren for 3 hours just to get 100 Conqueror's Periaps. It's not gonna happen. But these will help you immensely in making the boss fight a lot quicker. And like I said, remember your God's Bane through all of this. Mystic Knights FTW. That punch attack is probably the only attack that can knock me off anymore. Oh, who gave me electric? Oh, come on now. Why are you giving me that? Oh well. Still doing some good damage. Roundhouse kick. Roundhouse. Roadhouse. No roadhouse kick for you. Alright, then I like to climb on top of his head once I get 3 bars down, because I know he's going to do this attack. And make sure you watch your stamina when they do this attack, each form, because it actually drains your stamina faster the closer you get to it, even if you're on the boss, so be careful of that. And if you can, try to bring pawns that are cursed resistant, because I have a pawn with me right now, Solaire, that likes to get cursed sometimes by the second form of this boss, and he absolutely destroys me if he decides to fight me. So something to keep in mind. Oh, okay, yeah, spamming fireballs right into my face, through your own body. Oh, of course, he's gonna do the curse thing, too. Wonderful. Yep. Exactly what I was talking about. Something you want to avoid at all costs if you can. So now I have to fight him, which is just a pain in the ass now. Of course this would happen. The one time I do live. Oh my god. Of course this would happen. What a pain in the ass. Well, at least you guys get to laugh at my expense. No, Solaire! Wake up! Usually it only takes me about 5 minutes to kill him, but when stuff like that happens, you can see that it would take a little bit more time. Using my own pawns against me. Not cool. Whack your stupid face. Oh, get to the side, get to the side, get to the side! Oh, yeah. Four of those stack at a time, so make sure you remember that as well. Which just makes you do massive amounts of damage. Oh, he's got him staggered. Oh, it's game over now. Look at how unfair that is. That's just so much damage. Yes, Solaire. I understand that. As long as it's not my head that's vulnerable, I'm happy with you. Well, I recuperated from that pretty fast. Honestly, it takes a lot less time if that curse stuff doesn't happen. And I don't get constantly hit by his crazy-ass eternal arms. Oh, look at that! Oh, novelty? That's kind of lame. Take my loot again. See what happens. Ooh, Vile Wakestone. Putting your lights right over my loots. I don't like it. Oh, I might as well pick up this Wakestone now that I wasted 2 of them. I haven't used a Wakestone in this fight in ages. Figures the one time I uploaded to YouTube, I used 2 of them. It's the way these things work. The laws of the universe. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I read it in a book. Alright. Hopefully you guys like this format of me showing you how I farm my loots in a sort of live commentary fashion. Normally if I see a weapon and armor, I'll take it. The level 3 novelty is just a bonus if it's there. And obviously the Moonbeam gem doesn't change no matter how many times you kill yourself. But pretty much every other class besides fighters, warriors, and sorcerer and mage, I feel like that boss fight is made for rangers, assassins, for the most part. Just because of the amount of damage you can do with blast arrows and periaps if you have them. Somebody just fall on their face. I heard somebody fall on their face. Fall. Damn it. Alright. Now, I don't know if you guys want you to see me purify all my loot, but I'm going to do it anyways, just in case people are interested to see what I get out of all this stuff. So you guys know the drill for the most part if you watched my manipulating cursed items videos. What I'll do is I'll just save, and then I'll switch to pure color classes each time. And by pure color classes, I mean I'll go pure red, pawn pure red, then I'll kill myself, go pure yellow, and my pawn pure yellow. So that'd be the ranger class, the strider class. Kill myself, then go pure blue, which are the mage, sorcerer classes for me and my pawn, and then I will see which ones I like the best, and if I want to try to get a combination of stuff, I'll do like, say I really liked something in the mage, and I really like something, really like the stuff that I saw, or some of the stuff I saw in the pure blue, redo, and I really like some of the stuff I saw in the, the pure red redo or vocations. I would then maybe switch to Mystic Knight and Fighter and see what I got then. And then I'd switch to Mystic Knight and Sorcerer to see what I got then. And try to get a combination of stuff. That becomes more important when you are purifying multiple different things, because you have more of a chance to get something from the vocation that is in the minority. And by the vocation I'm in the minority, I mean the color that is the least dominant. So if you have a Mystic Knight and a Sorcerer, the color that's the least dominant is the red color, which is the fighter classes, which is the heavy armor and stuff like that. But anyways, enough loot talk. Who am I kidding? We want to talk about loot all the time.
I would do if there is aught I can do.
Loot makes the world go round.
If there is aught I can do, say. Pray permit.
Alright. I'm not going to do any of the novelty stuff because I already have all of it for the most part. Let's see what we got. 359,000 Rift Crystals. Holy crap. The Bloody Knuckle. I already got one of those. I'm not really of a warrior type, so I don't really know what that means. Got one of those. 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 Now, see that line at the bottom, that second sentence? Slightly reduces damage from bow attacks. That can actually change depending on what item you get. So I think there's 4 or 5 of them. And if you notice, it'll say, if you have multiple nether helms, sometimes it won't say you have 2 of them. Like if you go into your storage, now if you deposit stuff, it'll say you have 3, 4, 5 of them. You'll see that you'll have 2 separate nether helms. And the reason why that is because one has a different special attribute at the bottom. That one doesn't have any. Extends duration of attribute boosts applied to you. Extends durations of your enemy holds. Hellfire Greaves and the Hellfire Helm. I needed the Greaves, so I may stick with some of this stuff. Some good stuff there.
Pray permit me to help you.
I already have the Hellfire Helm. It's not as good as the Nether Helm, which you see as I'm kind of mixing and matching armor sets here, right? Oh, nope. Actually, I'm naked. Because I switched vocations. Shut up, Miss Gogurt. I'm not going anywhere. You and your nakedness. But I figured I'd just go through each set of vocations just to show you guys what I got. And then I'll call it a video. I just really wanted to... This is just kind of a bonus. I really wanted to show you the path I take to farm some of the level 3 gear, armor, weapons. Just so that you kind of have a layout of what I do. Obviously, if you want to, you know, pick up stuff from other chests, you're more than welcome to. It's not like an end-all, be-all video. Just like I said, I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, what do you do to farm your level 3 cursed items? How do you go about it? What's the fastest way? How do you get such and such item? So I figured all of that would fall into this. At first, I wasn't going to do anything because I figured the manipulation video was enough, but this is kind of a completely separate topic on how to even get those cursed items to begin with. So I feel like it warrants a video. So hopefully you guys find it somewhat helpful and enjoyable. Because who doesn't like watching somebody get massive amounts of loot? I know it's one of my favorite parts about watching video game videos online, but maybe I'm just weird. No, I don't want to change my equipment. Woman, I seek purification. You dare defy me? Strider's Band. Biting Wind, Cutting Wind. Mastering. Alright. I already have so many of these things. Ooh, those are good. The Hood of Shadow. The Boots of Shadow. The Gauntlets of Shadow. The Boots of Oblivion. The Hood of Oblivion. The Gauntlets of Oblivion. So it seems like, for the most part, this cloak will show up at least once every time. I do need the Gauntlets of Shadow. I'm not really feeling these. I'd much rather take the Hellfire stuff.
Pray permit me to
Maybe I'll do assassin and fighter to see if I can't, what am I doing? To see if I can't get some of that. I'm walking through the whole thing because I want everybody to see it from start to finish, how I farm everything. Obviously, I do that multiple times. So after the boss fight, I'll come to her. I'll come to what's her face, Aura, deposit my curse stuff, then just run right back to the boss, do that loop all over again. If you want the chests to respawn, I like to go to Grand Soren and rest for 7 nights and then come back, and the chests normally are respawned. Resting at this place, I've had mixed results. Sometimes I'll do it 3 or 4 times and the chest will respawn. Sometimes I have to do it 7 or 8 times and the chest will respawn. It's inconsistent for me anyways. I don't know if there's a science to that or what. But I much prefer going to Grand Soren and just resting myself up. Well, that takes time, so normally what I'll do is I'll deposit my cursed stuff, run back through to the final boss, and the chests won't respawn, and I'll just keep running back to the final boss, and then once the chests respawn, I'll hit them again, and then run through again until the chests respawn, and hit them again, and keep running through over and over and over again. And normally after the 3rd time the chests respawn, I'll then purify all my stuff. I still need the carry-on armor for her. Carrion? I don't know how you pronounce it. I still have yet to find that for her, which is pretty insane with all the farming I've done. Ooh. Actually, that's not even good. That's not even grand. Never mind. Look at all this garbage, dude. Alright. I have the greaves. I have the veil. I do not have the claws. Oh no. What is a man to do? Oh, I don't have the claws, but I don't feel like... A truly rare item, even among the fabled bitter black armaments. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to assassin.
Pray, permit me to help you. Pray.
And fighter. And I'm going to see if I can't get the gauntlets of shadow and a couple of hellfire. Hopefully, hellfire greaves and helmet. I do have the helmet already, but the one I have doesn't have a special attribute. So we'll do that, then I'll call it a video. I feel like it's 50-50 if you guys will like this or not. But for those of you that are interested in my mindset when I go through this stuff, I don't know. Maybe I won't even keep it in the video. Speak to me, woman, for I am hungry.
The meaning. Pray, permit me to help if there is aught I can do.
Alright, so now I have more of a chance to get stuff for the red vocations, but I have a minor chance to get something for the yellow vocation because I'm an assassin now.
If there is aught, pray, permit me.
Alright, so that's red item. Red item. Red item. Red item. Yellow item. Yellow item. Alright. No, I don't want a nether helm. Gross. Gross. Got the Hellfire gauntlets. But I really wanted... I guess I needed the gauntlets and the boots. And I didn't even get... the Gauntlets of Shadow, so it's really... I might as well just go fighter and fighter. So I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to switch back to fighter and fighter and just grab the Hellfire stuff. Because I don't have the gauntlets, right? I don't... Oh, it says I...
Pray, permit me to help you now as before. Pray.
Oh, I guess I do have the gauntlets. I just need the greaves, which I didn't get out of all of that. I get them if I switch back to fighter and fighter. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I finally got my full Hellfire set. Even though the helmet and the boots aren't as good as the stuff I had for with the Nether Helm and the Betrayer's Greaves. Still looking pretty damn sweet. It looks awesome with the shield as well. So I'll probably be making videos of all the level 3 stuff at a later date. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I hope you found it informative. And as always, I hope you're enjoying Dragon's Dogma. And more importantly, I hope you're enjoying life. And I will be talking to you all later. Goodbye, everybody.